Hey you guys, welcome to day 2 of the Team Diesel and Daisy's coaching behind the scenes. So I'm gonna do my best to keep this video a little shorter since uploading videos is so much drama apparently. But the first topic I wanted to cover today is going to be a day in the life of a coach. So at its very core, if you asked me, like, what are the main activities that a coach has to do? We have something called the 4 vital behaviors, and these are the things that you need to be doing each day to be a successful coach. And so number 1 is invite. So it's like you just need to be doing your thing and inviting people to come along with you, whether it be to your challenge group or something like this, a sneak peek, anything you want to offer. Number 2 is going to be being a product of the product. So that means what you guys see me do all the time, doing my workouts, eating well, drinking my Shakeology, and then just sharing about that on social media. And again, that kind of goes along with inviting, because when you're doing it, it's easy to invite people to join you. Then there's personal development is number 3. Excuse me. So that means you want to be doing that about 10 minutes a day. It's not anything too crazy, but just investing 10 minutes a day to bettering yourself, learning stuff, reading a book, listening to a podcast, just kind of growing yourself mentally. And then lastly is recognition. So that's you shouting out people who are kicking ass, shouting out your coaches, shouting out your challengers, shout out yourself, your own accomplishments, but always recognizing people for their successes. So that's kind of at the core of what we do. But I'll tell you a day in my life, what it looks like. So I wake up at 4:30 a.m., which I know probably sounds terrifying to you guys, but I actually do that on purpose because I was working with my dad and Anthony back in May, and I was getting up at that time, and I realized like how much more productive I was and how much less stress I had because I was getting so much done. So when I didn't work for them anymore, I still just kept getting up at that time because I loved how much I was accomplishing. So I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I have a bulletproof tea with Anthony. So we spend about half an hour just talking, hanging out. And then I sit down right here where I am now with my computer and all my notebooks and all my organization tools and everything I need. And I sit down to do, we call it a power hour. And for you, it definitely could be an hour. For me, it's longer because I'm a crazy person and this is my full-time job. But basically, here's the activities that I would do in a power hour. Well, first of all, you can kind of see how I have it organized right now. These are like the little morning activities I want to get done right away. And then this is where a page for writing down the names of my follow-ups. And then this is for my invites, my ongoing convos, and the new people that I start conversations with. And then up here is for my personally sponsored coaches. So my morning activities, the first things I do every day, number 1, write the daily post for my challenge group and check in with my challengers. I make sure to respond to everything that they're posting first and foremost. I send out friend requests because we're in network marketing, so you need to be growing your network. I have a wellness community here on Facebook, so that's like when someone's done with their challenge but they still want continued support, I put all of those people in my wellness group, so I check in with them. I respond to all of the comments on my social media. So let's say I posted 4 pictures on Instagram yesterday and 6 statuses on Facebook. I'm going to go and respond to everyone who commented on those. And then I check in with Team Diesel and Daisy. So I might do a live video. I might just post a quote, whatever. So those are like the first things I get done in the morning. And then usually I don't have a ton of time left after that, but I'll usually go into my Facebook inbox and start responding to people who have messaged me. Well, just to newest. So that's what I'll do until about 7:30 a.m. And then I get up and I do my breakfast and I feed Weasel breakfast. And then we always head over to my mom's house. So we usually get to my mom's around 8:15, 8:30. We hang out there, have a tea with her. And then he and I head into the backyard around 9:30 and we just play because he's a crazy man. So we play for like 30, 45 minutes, then head home. So we're usually home around 10:30. Usually when I get home, I sit down and I take some time to either make a live video on here, write a post, something like that. And then I create the dude and I do my workout. So I get my workout done, and then usually after my workout, I'll take him out for like a little 10-15 minute walk to go potty. And we come back upstairs and we play, we call it laser tag, but it's basically he chases the laser pointer and like snips out treats. So we play a game of laser tag, and then I hop in the shower. Once I'm done showering, I come into the kitchen and make my lunch, which is a Greek salad like 100% of the time right now because I'm addicted. So I make my lunch, and then usually while I'm in the shower and making lunch, I'm listening to my personal development. So I'm throwing on Earn Your Happy or the Model Health Show or Entree Leadership or Build Your Tribe or some other podcast that I love, and just listening to that while I shower. So if I don't get back to PD that day, I've already done something. I've already listened to something. So this usually brings me to about like 1 o'clock. So I sit down here around 1 o'clock. I try to devote 30 minutes of time to more personal development, so long as I don't have like a crazy busy schedule, like a bunch of stuff to accomplish. I'll sit down here and I'll do 30 minutes of either listening to an audiobook, or like I just finished Living Your Best Year Ever, which is kind of like a journal, like you fill in the blanks basically. So 30 minutes of really focused PD versus when I'm in the shower and my mind tends to wander and whatever. So at 1:30 is when I get back to doing like the work part of my job. So I go back, I finish up my Facebook inbox. Then I switch over to Instagram and answer everything in my Instagram inbox. And then from there, I have something called Asana, which I would gladly teach you guys about when you become coaches. But it's how I keep my follow-ups organized. So like, let's say I talked to someone 3 days ago, I suggested a 21-day fixed challenge pack, and she hasn't responded. Well, I'm gonna have scheduled to follow up with her today. So now I know to go in Asana and be like, oh, okay, I need to send a message to Jennifer and make sure she saw my last message to her and see if she has any questions. Something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. That usually takes me, Anthony will get home anywhere from like 3 to 6 o'clock, just depending on the day. And so I can keep myself busy that whole time. Like if I finish all my follow-ups and all my inbox, then I can go work on posts, work on editing movies, do some extra stuff like recording this video. So yeah, I just do extras until he gets home, and then when he gets home, we usually make dinner. Usually he makes dinner and I watch him. And then we'll usually eat dinner together, walk Diesel one last time, or sometimes we'll take him somewhere, like we'll go to the trail or something like that. Yeah, and then we basically settle into bed, watch a show, and fall asleep. So I do put in more time than you have to, but that's just because this is my full-time job and I have really huge goals with the business. But yeah, that's what a day in the life looks like, and I love it because I enjoy talking to people about health and fitness. Like I'm on this journey anyway, so talking about it is the easiest thing on the planet because it's just talking about my life. And I know I'm doing it with the intention of helping and inspiring others, so I really enjoy the human interaction part of the job. And then it gives me the freedom to be with Diesel and do the things for Diesel I need to do, because he is a super high energy dog and he does require a lot of entertainment and everything in the whole wide world. Sorry about that. So anyway, I just got a text, now I'm distracted. But yeah, anyway, so that's what's up. That's a day in the life of a coach, and I am super excited for you guys to learn more. So check back in today for another video.